something else releasing in July is the Fantastic Four First Steps. And this week, there was more screenings that happened, and multiple people that we can kind of trust online to have been accurate said, no, screenings did happen, and some details leaked surrounding it. So, spoilers. The post-credit scene of the film has allegedly hit the net, the description of it, and it's a post-credit scene as much as one could make one to build hype. So
let me guess, it's literally the other side of the Thunderbolts credit scene.
So that's what I thought, but it's not.
Oh,
so in a we have Sue Storm reading a book to Franklin Richards, and Reed calls for her. So she quickly leaves the room, and she's talking to Reed. She comes back, and Doctor Doom is holding Franklin. And then it cuts to black, saying Doctor Doom and the Fantastic Four will return in Avengers Doomsday. Okay.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, apparently you don't see his face, but it's comic accurate costume.
Nice.
Straight up, a description also said, I saw one in-depth description right before we went and did this. It's Alex Ross's painting come to life. So, okay. Nice. All right. Nice. I'll take it.
Nice. I expect nothing less, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really like that, because then Franklin's going to play a massive part in Secret Wars, or at least a part. So, and it makes a lot of sense, the whole Franklin reality warping stuff. But he's I guess he's still a child, so it's going to be a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm down with that. That sounds cool. Cool.
Again, you brought up the whole other side of the new Avengers, which is the confusing part, because if this is set in the Fantastic Four universe, then their universe doesn't get destroyed, and then this scene happens and they escape. So it can't be that. So this has got to be set in the MCU once they've settled in. I'm assuming into.
I mean, not necessarily. You could have it so the post-credit scene is their universe, but they end up going hopping all over the place.
Yeah.
Because they know it's not their Doctor Doom. Because it hasn't been said that Doctor Doom's not actually. There's no one else in their universe. It's just them currently.
Exactly.
So, yep. It's obviously going to be a different reality, Doctor Doom. So they're just going to be hopping between everything.
Honestly,
I wonder. Find it.
No. You could be right on that. What if he hijacks Franklin and escapes, and they detect he's in the MCU 616, and that's the new Avenger scene? They're coming to rescue their son. That could honestly work. So yeah.
So I assume Doomsday is going to start off with something like addressing these two scenes.
Yeah. You would have to assume it does, because there's just those gaps in there. They're kind of perfect. So, Now
that would be my guess entirely, that they're chasing after him through the multiverse. But
now this scene plays out like this, and they don't show you Doctor Doom's face. That means it's not Robert Downey Jr., obviously, because they didn't want to pay him $50 million for 3 seconds. So
unless it is RDJ, but RDJ's just playing ball.
They shot it the same time they shot the scene for the new Avengers. The Russo brothers were like, "Hey, come on. We need this." Yeah.
So you got them all on set anyway. Why not?
Right. Yeah. Hey, Robert, do us a favor, just like you did for appearing in the Incredible Hulk, because you weren't paid for that.
It's true. Yeah. Got full circle moment. There you go. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's like poetry at Rams.
Oh, Lucas is gonna pop up.
Watch, it'll actually be one of the Russos in the Doom suit.
Yeah. Gotta play it himself. No, I would be remember, James Gunn is the egomaniac that does this, because Justice Gang, JG, James Gunn, ego.
Is that actually the Justice Gang?
That is what they're called, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I kind of love it. Kind of love it.
It's a proto name, all right, if I've ever heard one. They're gonna do that scene from Fantastic. We're some sort of Justice League. What did you say?
Oh no.
Superman's gonna do it. They gotta recreate the meme.
No.
Oh man.
Ironically, the only way to make that scene good is to parody. Just completely.
Yep. Okay. True.
Okay.
So then, Mitch, what's your take on using Franklin as the MacGuffin for Doomsday?
I don't know. It makes sense because it's Franklin Richards.
Mm-hmm.
But part of me is like, he's going to be like 8 weeks old. He's going to be extremely tiny. I don't know how I feel about an actual literal newborn being a MacGuffin. But it's one way to get people to not like Doom, I guess.
Yeah.
He's an actual baby thief. But
Dr. Doom is going wild over here in the multiverse, which...
Though I assume they're going to do it where he takes him as a child, and then next time you see him, he's going to be older, and that's how
also like the time placement. They're set in the 60s, so who's to say that by the time that post-credit scene doesn't happen, it's been a couple of years?
Yeah,
you know, we don't know.
That's true.
Yeah.
We also don't know when in the timeline this takes place. Fantastic Four. Like this could have taken place 20 years ago, but it's in their 60s. You know, like how Captain Marvel is.
Yeah. Yep.
And then it's like they've been chasing Doom for the last like 18 years, and now they finally found him.
Mm-hmm.
It depends how they do it. Initially, the idea is weird, but I'm sure there's a way around it if this actually is the case.
Yeah. No, they got a way to do it. So. I'm just interested in how does this all balance out and how do they throw it in there? Because again, it's weird to have a Fantastic Four film without Doctor Doom. And I'm not saying he should have been the villain, but I'm saying that relationship between them is core to Doctor Doom and Reed. So if they don't know each other and Doom doesn't exist in their universe, that's already taken like a major part of both of their plots and throwing it out there, you know, like not having it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only part for me.
No, you're right. You're right. They can still... No, because it'd be weird.
The Fantastic Four will mention him and a guy called Victor were friends, and then Doctor Doom will say that he did all this because of the Fantastic Four in his universe, who he defeated.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
so I accidentally killed my Franklin. That's why I'm here for yours.
Yeah, it's like the universe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then nothing's going to matter because sequels is going to smush everything together anyway, and then there'll be a Victor and a Doom with Reed. So.
True. That is very true. That's very true. So
who knows?
Yeah, so just looking at this whole thing, I don't know. I'm excited. The post-credit scene sounds wild. The film looks good outside of the terrible CG on the surfer. Everything looks good. So,
yeah.
You know what blows my mind is they're like, hey, for Galactus, we put a dude in a real suit and let him stomp around the miniature city. For Silver Surfer, we did her entirely in CG. You remember how the last Fantastic Four film that included the Surfer just put Doug Jones into a silver suit and it looked good? Why didn't you just do that?
You they probably lost the suit. We've lost the technology because they lost that specific suit.
We don't know how to do it. Yeah. It's
that classic chestnut though.
Everything else about the film looks good though, in my opinion. Like,
it
looks so good. So
I'm excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
I just want Galactus. God damn.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see how he's handled.
The only thing I don't like about that Galactus is the eyes are constantly lit up. I'm not a huge fan of that. I want to just... I know you're just going to see Ralph Ineson's, or... Is it Ralph Ineson?
Yeah, yep.
I know you just see him at that point, but like no, give me those square Galactus eyes. That's what I want. But...
Yeah. They'll save that for the redesign so they can resell stuff, you know?
Oh.
That's why they're going to turn up the saturation 25% on the redesign just to make them brighter. It's like, there you go. Rebuy all the stuff.
I don't get why they've made him that dark.
Yeah.
It goes from like a pink to a brown. It's like, yeah, he still looks great.
The colors are just a bit wonky.
Yeah.
Well,
especially when you've seen other suits and other stuff, it's like, no, they're as bright as they should be. Why? You just had Wolverine in a bright yellow suit. Why have we now having like a a mauve and brown Galactus. Like
I'm telling you, it's all for the redesign. That's it.
100%.
All of it.
Yeah.
Just like the Daredevil suit not having the double D on the chest, and when he gets the red one back, he's going to add that. It's going to make it the same suit. They just added that and a couple more lines, MCU lines to make sure you got to buy the update.
At the end of the day, the real villain is capitalism.
That's true. That's true.
It's all toys in mind. It's all designed to sell you something.
Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will. And if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our member section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.